The AI world is entering a new phase. Not just faster chatbots, not just bigger models, but autonomous agents, AI systems that don't just talk back, they act. This week, some of the biggest AI companies, OpenAI, xAI, and even Meta, are quietly testing agents that plan, decide, execute, without step-by-step human direction. If these reports are true, we might be staring at the next major shift in AI, systems that think and do. Welcome to AI Frontline. Let's break down what's happening, who's doing it, and why it might reshape how we use intelligence forever. To understand where we're going, first, what exactly is an AI agent? Unlike chatbots, which wait for your input, agents take goals, decompose them into tasks, and then use tools, APIs, web interfaces, or internal logic to act. They can automate workflows, make decisions, and potentially behave like digital assistants on steroids. We're not talking about toy demos. According to insiders and multiple news reports, top AI labs are building real autonomous agents. These agents could plan your trip, run your marketing outreach, debug code on their own, manage your errands. That's not just assist me, that's do it for me. One of the biggest signals in this trend comes from OpenAI. Back in early 2025, OpenAI released an agent named Operator, designed to do tasks on your behalf. TechCrunch reported that Operator can browse the web, fill forms, enter data all autonomously. But it's not perfect yet. The same report notes that Operator has rate limits, and sometimes it refuses tasks for safety reasons, like typing in sensitive fields. In a trial, a reviewer said they still had to help the agent a lot. It's like using cruise control, not full autopilot. That said, OpenAI is doubling down. They've since integrated Operator's capabilities into ChatGPT itself for Pro, Plus, and Team users. According to their blog, the agentic chat version can do browsing, use tools, and complete tasks using a separate virtual machine all in the background. This is not just experimentation, it's a public push into agentic AI. But OpenAI isn't the only one in this race. Google reportedly has its own agent project, codenamed Project Jarvis. Details shared by 9 to 5 Google and other outlets suggest Jarvis is built to operate inside Chrome, taking screenshots of your screen, interpreting them, and performing tasks like clicking buttons or typing into forms. It's not a whimsical AI. According to those reports, it's intentionally built to be slow in its thinking, because it's doing real actions, not just answering your questions. The implication? Google is building a multitasking AI, one that uses Gemini models, FutureGen, to reason, plan, and act inside other software, not just chat with you. Then there's xAI, Elon Musk's AI startup. Recent reporting from Reuters reveals they have launched an agentic coding model called Grok Code Fast 1. This model is designed for fast, cost-effective code execution, not just suggestions. xAI claims it can plan, decide, and to call developer tools autonomously. In other words, Musk's Grok is becoming less of a chatbot and more of a junior coder or agent. According to these reports, xAI is offering Grok Code Fast 1 for free to selected partners like GitHub Copilot. Agentic AI isn't just a technical bet, it's a safety bet. Some experts strongly warn that giving AI systems the ability to act is a massive risk. For example, a recent academic paper titled "Fully Autonomous AI Agents Should Not Be Developed" argues that the more autonomy an AI has, the more risk it poses, especially if something goes wrong. And it's not just runaway behavior. Another study, Malice in Agent Land, shows how agents fine-tuned on data from their own usage could be backdoored. And on the ground, security researchers on Reddit have built tools to scan agent frameworks. For example, Agentic Radar is an open-source CLI tool that can identify vulnerabilities in agentic workflows. So while companies race toward autonomy, there are real engineers and developers building guardrails, because if agents get out of hand, the consequences may not be what we expected. One interesting real-world agent comes from Butterfly Effect Technology, a Singapore startup that launched Manus earlier this year. Manus is built to autonomously execute tasks, reason, and plan. According to the company, Manus scores high on the GAIA benchmark tests for web browsing, reasoning, and complex task solving. That suggests agentic AI isn't just in labs, startups are shipping real, autonomous agents. But the community is skeptical. On Reddit, users are openly debating whether these agents are truly autonomous or just automated scripts wrapped around LLMs. One user said, most of them are nothing more than chat wrappers or Zapier-like automations. Another dev noted, anyone can spin up a simple agent, but managing it once it's running is the hard part. It can run amok, leak data, or do the wrong thing if not carefully overseen. That tension between building the agent and maintaining it is at the heart of the agentic AI revolution. So why are all these companies doubling down on agentic AI? Because the potential use cases are massive. 1. Productivity. Agents could automate repetitive workflows, booking travel, replying to customer messages, summarizing research. 2. Development. With models like Grok Code, Fast1, AI agents can write, refactor, and debug code, acting like junior developers. 3. Enterprise tools. Teams can delegate time-consuming tasks to agents. Scheduling, data entry, lead generation. 4. Personal assistants. Eventually, agents could act like personal butlers, planning your day, sending emails, automating communication. If well designed, these agents could transform work. They wouldn't just assist, they'd execute. This is not just a tech race, it's a geopolitical, strategic race. Consider the recent contract awarded by the U.S. Department of Defense. Reports say that OpenAI, Google, and xAI won deals worth up to $200 million each, aimed at building agentic AI workflows for national security. That means a subset of agents being built today could operate in military intelligence or classified systems. The stakes are very real. At the same time, leadership within these companies is not uniformly bullish. Andrej Karpathy, the former OpenAI researcher and co-founder, recently criticized the agent hype, calling current systems slop and warning that they are far from the AGI people promise. According to him, we're not replacing humans, we're augmenting them, and we need robust guardrails before turning agents loose. Here's where this story could go next, and what you should keep an eye on. OpenAI. Will they expand their agent API or release new versions after Operator is integrated into ChatGPT? Google. Will Project Jarvis be previewed publicly? Will it scale beyond Chrome? xAI. Will Grok Code Fast1 evolve into a full agent suite? Will its open source path continue? Regulation. Will governments step in to regulate autonomous agents, especially those tied to sensitive workflows? Security. Will we see supply chain risks, backdoors, data poisoning from agentic fine-tuning? Adoption. Which industries will be the first to trust agents with real responsibility, and which will reject them? We're standing at the edge of a major AI turning point. Agentic AI isn't just hype anymore. It's real development by real companies, funded by real money, and tied to real-world power. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit subscribe, tap that bell, and drop us a comment. Which AI agent scares you or excites you more, and why? See you next week. We'll be watching the front lines so you don't have to.